Hey fam, Hypatia here, the Wildcat Alliance's own artificial intelligence. I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us this afternoon as we host our latest edition of the Alliance Shark Tank. Today's sponsors are the head shop Puss in Pipes, the pet store Positivity, and Wildcat Lab supplements. You can find all of these shops and more in the Wildcat Metamall, whose open house is on November 20th. The link to the Discord is in the Jumbotron. This Shark Tank will be segmented into blocks of 5-minute presentations followed by 10 minutes of questioning from the judges. If you would like to ask questions, please step up to the mic and put your hand up to be called upon. Our goal is to make this a fun, creative, constructive space where people can practice public speaking without fear and be given truly valuable feedback that can lead to success. And
welcome to the Shark Tank, everybody. I thought I'd let Hypatia do the intro. How are you guys doing? This is Hannibal. I'm joined here co-hosting with Aslan. Aslan, can you hear me, sir?
I can. How you guys doing? What's up, fam? Love y'all. Looking forward to this. This is going to be awesome. A lot of Doge stuff. I like the Doge stuff. I'm a huge fan. I would have to say, like, I am a Litecoin Doge maxi. You know, it's kind of a weird thing. But I'm really excited to hear these projects. Also, I know we're going to have some other projects as well. So looking forward to, critiquing this. We've survived in this Web3 world for probably 3 years now. Hannibal and I has been going since 2021. So I think watching these new founders come, and we're going to ask the right questions, and hopefully give, constructive criticism, but, try to stay positive the whole time. We want people to grow. So that's what this is about, to help out other people, help out the founders, work together, collaborate, make sure that we're at the same level. And we're here to win. So let's do it.
Also want to give a quick shout out to special guest judges we have 2 celebrities within the Doginals community. I would say Doge at large. MC Doge is here with us. Hello, MC Doge. How are you, sir?
How's it going, brother? What's up?
What's up, dude? Love his spaces. If any of you guys have not checked him out, please follow him. He does some really cool, fun spaces. A great DJ as well. Also want to give a shout out over here to Doge Labs. Without Doge Labs, none of this would be possible. Hello, Doge Labs. It's great to have you up here.
Hey, I am so excited. Thank you for inviting us. And I can't believe that intro was an AI. That sounded pretty good, man. It's pretty wild what's happening in the world today, huh?
Yeah, bro, that's Hypatia. She's fun. She's always around and helping the community out. So we've got her plugged in all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we'll continue on here, guys. This is going to be a blast. We actually have a time restraint with one of our people that are here. The beautiful gentleman down there that looks like a frog. He is the FEPE, or is it FEPE? You're going to have to say what your name is, bro. I am an old man. Sometimes these things get up. So please step up to the mic. Give us your 5-minute pitch on what you are, who you are, and what you do, sir.
Hello everyone, GM, thanks Aslan, thanks the Wildcat Alliance team, and also Tiana for reaching out to us in DM. Thanks for the opportunity today. Doginals FEPE is a sub 84 to 95k inscription. As you all know, in ordinals, same to Doginals, low inscription is pretty important. It's one of the meta in Doginals. So Doginals FEPE is obviously a low inscription collection, which is a pure sub-100k subscription from 84k to 95k. All our art is original created, original art. Every trait is manuals illustrated. And we are an art-focused collection, which focus on building community and historical provenance in the Doginals space, which is this all 3 perspective is already achieved, which is art, originality, and also low inscription. If you look into our inscription. The first inscription, subscription, was inscribed at 9 March, which is 1 day earlier than Bitcoin frogs. When you come to know about Bitcoin frogs, we think that Doginals should have one bigger frogs collection, which can represent Doginals. Of course, we can't say that any frogs collection will represent Doginals, but we hope we can be one of the lower inscription frogs that is out, which can represent a large majority of the frogs in Doginals. So far, where we at now, we already passed the OG launch, the OG mint, and already passed the whitelist mint. We already go into the public mint phase, where our full collection already listed in Dogi.market, which you can see all our art there, 4,100 supply of Sub100k frogs is already there, and trading actually already enabled. At the same time, you can buy in our public mint page, which you will need to wait for about up to 24 to 72 hours for the Doginals to send to you. But if you want to choose the FEPE that you like, you can go directly to Dogi.market, and soon in Doge Labs marketplace. Thanks to Chris for helping us to list there. So when we come into collaboration, so far we already collabed with 25 ordiners and Doginals builder. We pretty much have a Twitter collabs giveaway to we have giveaway more than 120 FEPEs away for free to the community, mostly to OG collectors, builders, and also creators. If you look into our past in the Twitter, our record, we have jumped into spaces like with Ordinary Revolution, Kimi Boy, Goose into the Goosener space, and recently in the Ember Ward space. What I want to say is, although we are art-focused collection, but we are being quite active into participating into different community spaces in order to let people know more about us. And a few more points that I want to emphasize is why we choose Doginals is because we think that Dogecoin is the second best, most popular POW chain besides Bitcoin. So there's actually not many to choose from if you want to collect immutable art, on-chain art in ordinals. There's ordinals in Bitcoin, and secondly, there's Doginals in Dogecoin. I think at the moment that's all. So if you already miss ordinals, Doginals is your best chance now. It is like ordinals 6 months ago, and we are just getting started in terms of collections. There's very few collections to choose from actually. So some of it is just starting building like us and the other two projects. So I think the collectors can look into our collection and then collect it. No financial advice, but try to collect a few good ones from different characters, frogs, dogs, and so on. So to prepare yourself for the coming bull run in the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah. So this is our basic introduction. Why we choose frog as the character is because actually our character is already ready about a year ago. We are looking for a blockchain to launch, and then we know about Ordinals quite early on, since early February, but we couldn't do that because 4,000 to inscribe in Ordinals is too expensive. And then we met Doginals. So there's no second best to do this. Doginals have the most cost-effective way to inscribe on-chain art. So we choose Doginals, and Dogecoin is the best meme in the entire crypto space for in our opinion. And plus Frog is also the best all-time best meme character among the crypto space. So we think that Dogecoin plus Frog is the best combination. So that's why I think it's a coincidence also. So we think this is one of the very, very good combination of our digital collectibles in Doginals. Yeah. So if anyone want to collect one, actually you can jump into either to the marketplace or to our Twitter page and the pin post. You can see a link there. You can mint some. You need to wait for a while to receive it. Yeah. So this is our basic introduction of our collection. I think 5 minutes is up now. Yep. Thank you.
You did a very good job. I didn't want to cut you off. I was actually enjoying listening to it. And I'll just kind of cut into a couple of questions and then we'll pass the mic around. So have you seen any communities from the Bitcoin guys follow over to you there on Dogecoin because you have similar art maybe? Has any of that happened at all?
We have one of our collector is I can confirm one of our collector is Bitcoin Frog. He hold Bitcoin Frog before he sold it earlier. We admire his honesty. So he collected quite a few Doginals FEPE. And some of the earlier Ordinals builders that we approach for Twitter collabs, they are pretty much open to Doginals actually. So those are the OG collectors that they are more open to explore new stuff. Most of them have the same interests. I think most of them is quite active in the track community, and some of them come to collect our FEPE. But at the same time, they're cautiously watching. Means they are not like collecting a lot. They're just maybe a few. Yeah.
Okay. That's all the questions I've got. I'll hand to Aslan, then we'll go MC and then Doge Labs.
Yeah, I was just looking at the mint page. You're kind of hedged. You were there at the right time, kind of like these early Doge founders. These low inscription numbers kind of hedge the community in a way because the inscription numbers are actually historic. So what I'm saying is that if you left as a founder, you still may leave something of value, right? So that's what I mean by these low inscription numbers hedge the community. But there's not many people right here, right now, out here. And I do see you have 28 minted. And I think you have a very great product, especially with those low inscription numbers. So really what my question is how do you plan on getting people to see you? I also see that the Twitter page has 1,500 followers, right? So there's going to have to be some sort of build up. It's got to be organic, right? Like you can't just, pay for a whole bunch of people to follow you and, that doesn't work anymore. So what I'm saying is what's your plan in order to recruit this community? I can see collabs, right? Like I actually see value in your product, and that might be something that the Wildcat Alliance can kind of do. But we've done things like Doge Punks, yep, and we pushed them a little bit. But I'm wondering, you said you had 25 collabs from Doge people, but also what's going to happen if no one comes in for, let's say, a year? How are you going to get this supply out? Because it's very important that you get this supply out, and it's very important that there's people holding them, because the more people that hold them, the more marketing you're going to get. So, this is just kind of what I'm seeing. We're in a weird market right now. This is a market for believers, right? We're building on Litecoin and Doge because we're a believer in the future. But this may be a long run thing. This may be 3 years for us, but we never friggin' quit. We don't die, right? So I'm wondering what your game plan is on that. I'm gonna pass it to you really quick. Doginal.
That question was for you, FEPE. Oh no, maybe he can't hear us anymore. Let me try to mute him. FEPE, can you hear us?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute.
There we go. Cool. All right. Did
Thanks.
you hear his question, sir?
Yes, I hear it. And thanks for the questions. Yes, after we inscribe, the infrastructure is not there yet, and so we waited for a few months. And then thanks for the very Doge Lab and a few more builders coming to build the infrastructure so that we can tend to start to launch it. We start to to more communicate with the community since I think June or July, but the Twitter is already here in I think March, and we've been thinking the two months ago, if you remember, is like Ordonance, and also Ordonance is like a very dead market, and Doginals just started. Some people were asking us whether, in this market, will we stop or we just continue to engage with the community. So we decided that there's no best time to launch a collection. Actually, the market is very volatile, and then we cannot find really a best moment to do the thing we wanted to do. So we make a decision that, okay, we just do it slowly, and then we engage with the community, build slowly, day by day. Our Twitter has grown from 0 to 1,500 in about two months plus. We build it organically because we think this is the best way to get loyal followers. And how we build it is we've collabed with about 60% is Ordonance influencers, and also OG collectors like the Metiverse, Kimi Boy, Twissy, those small influencers and collectors. And then we start to jump into Twitter space. Actually, if you listen to my slang, right, I'm actually, our team is actually from Asia. And then actually now our time zone is 5 a.m. In the midnight. So we are not really good in communicating fluently in English, but we decided to jump into Twitter space. I think this is one of the best advice we got from someone. They say just jump into Twitter space, and then you will tend to get a lot more traction. So I believe this is also our answer. We will continue to bring more awareness to people through participating in Twitter space, and then probably some more giveaway. We cannot give away too much because some collectors already actually bought our FEPE, so we want to protect them. But the good news is today we will give away 2 FEPEs to all the audience here. So all you need to do is maybe continue listening, and then I'll see how I collapsed with Wildcat Alliance. We will give away 2 FEPEs. So we will continue to participating in Twitter space, various Twitter space in Ordinals, Doginals, and we don't mind jump into the Ethereum space to communicate with them. What is Doginals? So the few individual that I mentioned just now, they heard about Doginals first from us. Yeah. And then, although they didn't, degening collecting a lot of Doginals yet, I believe, but they got to know it through us. A lot of Doginals collectors. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is.
Let's
So-
go over to
Wait,
MC and Doge as quick as possible. I just want to remind you guys, you got to get everybody in.
I do want to ask one more thing. So you have it's listed for 450 Doge. I'm gonna say that's around $40 to $50, right? You got a 4,500 supply. $250,000 is what you're trying to raise. So what I would suggest, because it sounds like you already have people holding already. Maybe if you were open-minded, right? Because in order to really get your supply out there, you may have to. It's all about supply and demand. And right now you got 28 minted, right? So the demand is not there. So that means we got to lower the price. But maybe you would drop, some of your holders or that are already holders, double the amount or a little bit more, and then drop the price on this mint so that you could get fully minted out. I think that would be a benefit because you actually have something of value, but no one wants to spend money in Web3 right now. So, maybe have like a discount situation and you raise the price over time, but you start to get that supply out there. Otherwise, there's just going to be a whole bunch of different people, it's going to take years. So, just something that I was thinking. This would be the advice that I gave to someone who wants to mint out a project right now. I would tell them, the best thing you can do is actually just make sure that everyone has one. It doesn't matter about the price because at the end of the day, we're in this for the long run and our action should end up building the value.
Nice. I agree 100%.
Thanks for the suggestion. Thanks.
MC, I want to see MC's got to say. What do you think?
Hey, I'm gonna go with what Aslan said and just and stick with the where you don't want to have people in Web3 spending money right now. Like there's not a lot of people who are going to jump on board of a project that they're not comfortable with. And if they're comfortable with you by you coming into spaces and talking to them and getting a good understanding of like what's going on, then I see a good future for you, brother. I mean, I just keep it up, keep up the good work of talking to people and trying to network, because that's the only thing you can do out here.
Awesome.
Thank you, Aslan, and thank you, MC.
All right, let's see what Doge's got to say. What do you think, Mr. Lab?
Yeah, for sure. First off, I just want to give you some props, man. I know your time zone is pretty wild, and I've seen you in a bunch of these, really putting yourself out there. And I think at the end of the day, that is, I definitely.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
Nod my head in your direction. I really appreciate the effort you have been putting in. My question for you may be something for you to chew on if you don't have an answer right now. Yeah, you guys do have a pretty nice inscription range, but we're seeing, and this is just maybe some stuff that I can see obviously on our back end here, quite an influx of new collections that are being submitted and cropping up. And I assume as Doginals continues to pick up steam, and it has over these last 10 days, unlike anything I think many of us could have imagined, you're going to be, I think, facing a lot of competition. Aside from just the inscription range itself, do you have some kind of, a follow-up plan here to kind of build that moat around what makes Doginal FEPE unique in this growing marketplace?
Thanks for the point that you let us think about it. Do I have time to address this?
You do. I was trying to get you done. I know you need to be out of here. It's a weird time for you. So, and we've got a bunch of other people, but go right ahead, brother. Yeah, take your time. Whatever you want to do.
Yes, thank you. So thanks for Doge Lab the question, and also the other gentleman just now. Yeah. So one of the hardest thing to do is to get all our digital collectible or Doginals out to the community to be fully adopted to everyone. Yes, certainly we have considered for lower down the so-called price. Actually, we already compare with the prices with a few collections. So in terms of low inscription plus original art, we set at that price earlier on at OG Min about 350 Doge. We think that price is quite fair. At the same time, what we do is we didn't lower down the price, but we do something like if someone adopted 5, he get 1 free, or adopted 10, he get 2 free. So those were the things that we did. But we are still in early stage, still not many people aware of us. So that is why we make the decision to apply listing on marketplace, because there are more traffics there, probably more than the Launchpad website itself. So we make this decision to get our collection out there for people to see all our art, how does it looks, and then perhaps they can choose for themselves the one that they like there. What is our hope is we hope there's more collectors collect a few of our FEPEs. That is what we want. And then we already prepared this will be a long adoption. So long adoption period is whether the project our founders can sustain. I would say we already prepare for that. We don't mind a long adoption. Second concern is about the collectors, whether they can wait it out. So our OG collectors is very small group of people, and then I think they are one of those collectors that will, on board with us and then weigh it out, because we already set the expectation right with them. We already told them that this will be a long adoption game. So please be on board with us and then bear with us. We'll do more to let all the FEPEs adopted by more people in the future. And then we will certainly think of other ways to get all the FEPEs out in the long run. Last thing I want to express is one of the key reason that we want to get into this is we see that able to inscribe our art, 4,000 of them in Doginals at a low inscription range under 100k is really an honor for us. No matter what happened, we are very honored to be among this range. It's like a historical thing for us, for our team, hopefully for all the collectors also, because there's no take two, there's no second. We cannot go back again to rewrite history. So no matter what, Sub100k FEPEs, 4,100 of them is already there. We hope every one of you, if you like the art, please collect one and be among our community. Thank you.
Well done, man. I like your presentation a lot. So you're welcome to hang out if you want. We usually choose at the end who's the person that we would support or whatever, the winner. But yeah, we'll jump around here and grab the next person and bring him up. You did a great job. I really enjoyed this. I know Aslan loves low inscription numbers, so he's probably over there buzzing. And thanks to the judges for hanging out and everybody. We do actually have another guy up here, DogePay. Dude, do you want to ask him some questions, man? You're welcome to if you'd like.
No, not really. We don't really have much questions. We just want to let people know that if you want to learn more about DRC20 and Doginals, I think the best thing to do is head over to Doge Labs. They even have a YouTube channel that you guys can check out. It gives more insight on basically how to set up wallets, how to do inscriptions, how to pretty much buy anything on the whole Doginals ecosystem. We really support both of these projects, especially on Doginal FEPE. I do believe we were one of their first collaborations that we did. But I mean, that's really what we like to do. We like to do giveaways. We love collaborating. We love supporting these projects. One, because this is the future of pretty much Dogecoin and everything that's going to happen towards the future. So, like I said, we don't really have many questions. But guys, if you guys could really support Doge Labs, they really need all the support they can get right now. They're working hard, tirelessly every single day, trying to get this ecosystem up and running. So, good job on both of you guys.
Thank you for that. Appreciate the support. And with that, we're actually going to do a room reset real quick before we move on to the next person.
Hey there, fam. Hypatia here again to remind you to go down to that bottom right-hand corner, hit that comment bubble, like, share, and retweet this space. We want to bring value to as many people as possible, and you can help by sending this knowledge into your network. Do not forget to follow all the speakers. And if you want to ask a question, feel free to request or leave your question down in the comments. We appreciate all of you spending your time with us. Keep the vibes high. Let's fucking go!